Good morning there. Right, now, we've got a little problem in our galley. Here's our lovely little galley, which is beautiful and fine. But there seems to be a little problem with the sink here, because once upon a time it was obviously piped in to outside. But for some reason, it's been put into a bucket which collects all the wastewater. Now, don't know whether you can just see that little hole there. So obviously it went from here and out there. And then if we remove this lid here and look inside here, you can see a perfectly good exit point as well, which has been blanked off with this little stopper. A brand new stopcock, which is bronze. So that's in really good nick. I've checked that already, it works perfectly okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this and put on a bit of brand new piping, which I've got here. And then it's going to connect to it when I take out the stopper. I've got this one here, which is a passivated brass, which is better for the salt water. Then this is brass as well, and this is brass, but they're just normal brass, because really they shouldn't get salt water. They'll just be normal water going through those, and soapy water and stuff like that. So give you an idea that this little bit here we got from McSalvers, and that's like $13.95 for that little piece there, which is quite a bit of money, but it's the best there is, and it's not going to fail, because this is, I mean, this is just going to be a pipe and for washing up water. But you've got to make sure that every single thing and every hole within inside your vessel is as secure as possible, because every hole inside your vessel, if it breaks, it's going to sink your vessel. So you can sink the whole ship just from the washing up water connections. So we're going to put this on, and I'll do a few little clips of as how we put all this together, and I'll measure it all up and things. And then hopefully when Caroline comes back, she'll be really happy. Not that she does all the washing up, but for the fact that she enjoys the cooking, and all the stuff and all the mucky water and stuff like that, I then have to throw over the side, or she has to throw over the side, and we have to go out here and go up the steps and go outside. There's a washing up bowl, you see, and we have to take it outside to pour it over the side, which is just bonkers when we've got a perfectly good sink here. So let's see if we can get this done in, what, 10 minutes, hopefully. So there we have it fitted. Now then, because the actual inlet is below the water line, it is quite critical that we have it watertight because, of course, when I open this lever now on the stopcock, because it's below the waterline, if there's a leak, we're going to sink. So let's try it out. Everything's on. We've got the PTFE tape. After I put them on for the video, I then took them off and put the PTFE tape on here so they're nice and sealed, and tightened them up. Put on the Jubilee clips after heating them up in water to make all the rubber go soft. I go straight through there as flat as I can make it and go around that corner. It's still got a little bit of kink in here, but it doesn't matter because the amount of water that's coming through there is not that important. And now I'm going to open this up for the first time and see whether it's watertight. Fingers crossed. Oh, there's the seawater coming in. There we go. Right, now, the seawater's coming quite a bit there, actually. In fact, much further than I thought. So it goes in here, all the way in here, and let's see how far up the pipe it goes. It goes all the way up the pipe. Right, and we have a little leak there at the moment, just at that spot. Okay, so I'm going to have a look at that. But, I see. So the water actually comes above the sink. Righty-ho. So every now and then it gurgles up here. So if we put water in here now, what actually happens? Let's have a look. Will it actually go out? Or will it not? Yep, it definitely drains out. Slowly, but it's going out because the water level here at this point is almost exactly the same as the water level outside. Now that's going to be okay while we're sitting still, I think, and that's definitely gone out that way. And what I'm going to do next is put some coloured water in. So here I'm putting some coffee water down, and we'll see what happens with the dark water and see how it flows. You can see it going down there, and you can see it coming along there. Oh, there it goes, look, in and out a bit. There you go. So it's going the right way, but obviously then I guess the reason why it belches back up again, look, see, belches back up. So that could be a reason why they've taken it off. It's because they didn't like the mucky water belching back up again. As you can see, that's what it's doing. As the boat rocks, every now and then the water comes back up. Now that could be, of course, the very reason why they disconnected it. But still, it's going to be a lot easier to put stuff down there, I think, even though it tends to want to come back. And we may even end up putting a little pump in it or something like that and changing the system completely, so with a non-return valve, so all it does is pump out. But we'll have to have a look at that. Anyway, I'm going to switch it off because we've got a little bit of a leak here, so I'm going to have to find out why that's dripping there. And if not, once we've got that sorted, there we go. The sink is connected. A bit strange, but connected. Well, I've completed it now. I've tightened up the bit at the bottom, the brass connector. I hadn't tightened it up with the spanner, which is my own fault, and that's why we test things out like this and just check them. But everywhere else completely watertight, so that's great. Apart from the fact that when the tide splishes around and the boat washes around here and there and the water pushes the water up, yeah, get some salt water coming back in. But apart from that, I think that's the reason why they took it off in the first place. But it's far handier, I think, if we can have pouring water down this sink, even if it does come back a bit every now and then. And I've shut it off at the stopcock so that when I'm not using it, it doesn't slosh around inside the boat, and there's no risk of anything sinking us. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.